Namaste, this is a female palm, and here in this palm we will see which graha is actually creating more problems. That means we have to check what is the best remedy that we can recommend to this person. Although remedies won't help in changing the destiny, but it will prepare the native mentally to face whatever problems he or she is going to face. In this case, it is a female. Based on my analysis before, I had predicted correctly that at the age of 27 there would be major issue in her emotional kind of as far as emotions are concerned, or there would be a problem in the relationship and there is a major breakup or something like that. And precisely that had happened. It meant that I can proceed with this palm because I was able to correctly time the particular event. So whenever you get feedback from the person that yes, you are right, it means that you have correctly made the calculations as well as the timing. So in this case, this turned out to be 27 to 29. Some of my friends asked me, how did you come across, how did you manage to get 27? Now look, we have to check both the palms. The length of the particular kujarekha with respect to the overall palm has to be checked. Now, each of these Kuja Rekha in right and left palm has got a different purpose. Suppose here in this case, this is case by case, you cannot just generalize in palmistry. In this case, left hand was taken for many other reasons. Of course, when you do more and more palm analysis, you will be able to guess which is the correct palm to be chosen for a particular native. Now, in this case, when we have to do the scaling, you will find that up to this, you can do the scaling for this palm, and then you divide it into many parts, okay, depending on, because look at the palm is directed this way, the palm is at an angle, so you have to do all those calculations, and based on that only you can come to a timing. And timing is no joke, it is one of the toughest things to do and it takes a lot of time. That's why until and unless I am free or I'm composed, I don't take up any palm analysis. It is very difficult to do timing. The rest of the things anybody can do, but the timing is the major issue. Coming back to the topic here you can see that the patrika or the janam patrika this is in the South Indian format, where this is the lagna, Mithun Lagna. So this is the first house, second house, third house. So we go clockwise. Unlike in North Indian charts where we go anti-clockwise, here we will go clockwise. So you can see that the Mangal, which is also the 11th lord as well as the 6th lord, it's a malefic obviously, and it is placed in the second house of family, second house of speech, money, basically family. Okay, so here we are concerned about that. And the Mars has gained lot of strength in a negative way, because it is not only niche means it is debilitated, but it also has got certain other things that one has to check. You can see that this Mars has its fourth drishti on the fifth house. Fifth house has got 5 planets of 5 graha. This Mars, which has gained tremendous strength, as we can see from the headline, is aspecting this with its fourth aspect, which is a powerful aspect. It's a controlling aspect. So it is aspecting it with fourth aspect. Now, what it does basically is that it has to exert its control. It will exert its control, no doubt about this. It also has got a drishti on Shani, which is the karma karak. Right now, second thing which you have to note, as I told you, first was that the Mars is niche and it has got powerful aspects on 5 to 6 graha. So basically 6 graha in in this chart are directly under the influence of Mars. Now, if you look at it deeper, Ketu is placed in the house of Mars. Again, Ketu therefore becomes, or the Ketu therefore comes under the influence of Mars. So, all in all, Mars here is powerful, powerful in the sense it's influential. It is able to exert influence. Now, how do we see that from the palm? You can see that here in on the Kuja Rekha, you will see one of the aspects or the results of that powerful Mars, which is now in the house of Moon, Cancer. This is Cancer Rashi. This Cancer. This is Gemini. So Gemini, and this is Cancer. This is Leo. So you can see this is Libra. It's in the house of Shukra. Shukra is in own house. What I'm trying to emphasize here is that Mars is in the house of Moon. Therefore, you can see that an island here has somehow been formed, and another island in a bigger island, in fact a much stretched version, has been formed here. This island has 4 years duration. This is a smaller duration, 2 years. So basically what it does is that the Mars now also is getting influence of Moon. Mars therefore is niche. Mars there is having aspect on 5 graha as well as the sixth one here, and the Mars apparently is also able to control Ketu. Mars is niche, therefore it is going to give all the negative energies it will pass on. And how is the channel? What is the channel? What is the weapon that it is going to employ to divert those or direct those energies? Is this Rashi. So Rashi is Moon, therefore it will be able to exert its influence or exerts its ill effects on the particular native by means of Moon's path or Rashi or roots. Okay, it's going to direct those. You can see in this chart one more important point, which is that, as I told you, Mars has got the fourth aspect on all these graha. Mars also has got an eighth aspect on Shani. That means it is able to influence Shani very powerfully. Now let us see how we can see that. Look at this. This is the Mars line, right? You can see a line that goes and joins this particular Shani Rekha. This means that this is the Urdhva Rekha. See, this is the Urdhva Rekha. It's going up. It's going up. So, and it is touching the Shani Rekha. Therefore, it creates a triangle, and this triangle is nothing but representing Mars. Therefore, you can see that even here, the Mars is controlling this particular native's life, events, direction. Everything is controlled by Mars. Though Shani is in trines with Moon, which we can see, but you will see that the ridges here, of course this is not very clear, but still let us see. The ridges here are going straight. They are not bending. They're straight. They're going straight. You can see there's no bend. So they are parallel to the Shani Rekha. Though they are competing with the Shani Rekha. They are trying to match the Shani Rekha. They are trying to influence upon the Shani Rekha and create hurdles. As you know, Mars and Shani are no Mars always is an enemy. Therefore, it creates problems even in profession. If you now observe what are the remedies that we can offer now that we know the reasoning behind, or the reason behind all this trouble, it is Mars. So what remedies we can offer are those which are related to Mars. Now whatever remedies are related to Mars can be offered. I am not going to suggest any remedy. I just tell them, look, Mars is your problem. Now there are Vedic Jyotishis, there are many people, Lal Kitab, many people have got many remedies. You can do whatever you want. I don't want to recommend any remedy, but I can spot the problem. I can tell you what the problem in the chart and the palm is. You go ahead and follow whatever remedies you want. But our task is to guide the native that, look, you have to reduce the evil effects of Mars. You have to do something with this Martian energy that is being channelized through the moon. That means all the emotions, that means all the outbursts, that means all the losses, that means all the fake stuff that's happening, that's the cheating. All these things are moon. So all these things are to be controlled, are to be watched out for. These are the precautions that we can suggest to this native. In short, the native has to do a remedy for Mars. Now, if you look at the Vimshottari Dasha, this particular Dasha was Saturn. I think it was Saturn and Rahu. I think, I'm not sure about Dasha here, but I'm just telling you. And this was, I think, Saturn, Jupiter, most probably something like that. Okay, so I'm not sure about it, but forget about the dasha. Even here, the dasha which is from 34 to 38, there would be a similar problem for this native. So, and the dasha, it seems, is Mercury and Venus, and Mercury and Sun. Well, here, if you go as per the Parashari, then the remedies can be different. But here I am not focusing on those. Here we are only interested in locating the problems and the reasons behind that problem, and that is Mars here. So you can suggest very safely whatever remedies you want to do for Mars. That will certainly help you. Thank you very much.